Coming to you live from the Game Sages studio. We are the Game
Sages!
Yes, sir, and we are back at it again with some SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Episode 2. Last episode, we were just going around SpongeBob's house and getting shiny objects and just a little bit of story.
Actually, that's what we're doing this episode, Shane.
We're going around his neighborhood and getting supplies this time.
Oh, my bad. I thought you meant outside his house. My bad.
And there's that voice actor, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, still not used to it. You never really get used to it.
You would not get used to that. It's just really weird. As a SpongeBob fan, and I would consider myself a pretty hardcore SpongeBob fan.
Yeah, for real.
Not the newer episodes, of course.
Yeah, it kind of dropped off in quality, to be honest.
Yep. I would say after season 10.
Yeah, that's a pretty good margin.
And anyway, but yeah, completely different voice actor. I mean, this guy's clearly trying. It's just not working.
It's just a fail and a half.
And Mr. Krabs is basically explaining to us that if you give him a certain amount of shiny objects, Mr. Krabs being, the
Mr.
guy who
Krabs.
likes money, and he will give you a golden spatula. Not sure how good of a trade that is on his part, but you know what?
Yeah, I'm sure he's getting something out of it.
Definitely, yeah. There's money to be made, or Mr. Krabs would not be doing it. And here is Bubble Buddy. We have seen him on the TV shows.
Yeah, dude. We're gonna defeat the giant monkey man, like he just said.
The giant monkey man.
Yeah, Bubble Buddy, really a classic character. I'm really glad that they put him in the game.
Pop the bubble! Pop the bubble!
Well, what do we do now? Get the lifeguard!
He burned our crops!
Poisoned our water supply and something other.
Yeah.
He did? No. But are we just gonna sit around until he does? That's gotta be one of my favorite.
It was amazing
episodes.
Great. Who was the creator of it? You used to know it by heart. The maker of SpongeBob.
The maker of SpongeBob?
I think it was like Dan something, wasn't it?
No, it's like I don't know, Shane. You got a phone? Why don't you just go ahead and
Yeah,
look her up, bub?
2016, we can look stuff up.
Yep, we have that ability.
Bing.com. That's right.
Not Google?
Actually, I'm using Google.
Dang. All the Google users out there watching our channel through Google are pretty offended. Well, I guess you always have to watch it through Google. since
YouTube
Google
is a Google website too.
Yeah, right.
Steven Hillenberg. Is that Stefan?
Steven Hillenberg, Steven.
Yes.
It's
Yep.
pronounced Steven. It's pronounced Steven, all right?
Steven Hillenberg. That man, genius. Great idea.
He's the savior of my childhood.
I respect him. Born in 1961. That guy has a very amazing imagination.
Really, I gotta say, once he retired, the show never really was the same.
Yeah, not to cut you off there, Ethan, but we just grabbed a golden pair of underwear.
Yeah, man.
And that is like a heart container for you Legend of Zelda fans out there. And
that ups our underwear.
From
capacity.
3 to 4.
There you go. Read it and weep, babies. All right, so before the first area we're gonna be heading into is Jellyfish Fields over in that direction. The next one that we're gonna be going to, before we hit that, we're gonna check out what Patrick Starr has to say. Best friend across the street.
What's up?
Checking out basically what we explained in the first episode.
Yep, and that's the socks, the blue coins in Mario Sunshine, as we said. And there we go. Patrick will give us a golden spatula
For every 10 pairs of socks.
I don't know how he scattered his socks that far apart.
For real,
I don't know
dude.
if a tornado went through Bikini Bottom or what, but man, they're everywhere.
You mean spatula?
Yeah, man. It's an interesting part of the game for sure. It's another collectible, just like you get all the shiny objects from Mr. Krabs.
Yep.
It's just a little bit of that here and there. It's just something you got to stay conscious of. Speaking of socks,
Boom, baby. There's a sock.
yeah, I wouldn't call myself an expert. I 100% at the game once, but definitely I know
a portrait
few,
of SpongeBob and Patrick in there.
Yeah, I definitely know a few tips and tricks.
Oh yeah.
I should be able to breeze us through this, Mr. Salyer, unless you'd like to take the reign from time to time, which I think we will do. Yeah, definitely.
Ethan's definitely the superior player, but I might give it a shot. It'd probably be funny to watch me fail a few times. And we're right here in Squidward's house. SpongeBob's self-proclaimed best friend. One of his best friends, because Patrick's his best friend. But
right. We're about to give him a bad time, Shane.
As he does every time. SpongeBob, he knows how to give Squidward a horrible time. That is his life.
He is the Dennis to Menace to Squidward's Mr. Wilson.
He really is.
And only, they're around the same age, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'd say Squidward maybe a little older. He's definitely more mature.
Mr. Krabs is really old. He showed his license on that.
He was born in like the 40s.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do here is wreck his house for whatever reason.
Destroy everything. Because it's SpongeBob and it's Squidward, just wreck everything. You have to hit that photo there and you'll get on my mustache.
That's the last one.
Boom. And there is a sock. I don't know how one of Patrick's socks got in his house.
All right, before we collect that really quick, Austin actually reminded me in our previous playthrough that by jumping around like maybe a good 10 times, you'll actually get a golden spatula out of Squidward.
Nice.
And
I don't know if you viewers saw that, but we just black screened and
lovely. Been playing this game a little while now.
Yeah. And from time to time, I guess it's just what Apple does. It's like their screensaver.
Yeah.
It just goes black and you have to move the mouse.
Patented with all their devices from the Mac to the iPhone.
Yep. Same thing as the iPhone. It just turns off after a while.
Bikini Bottom, along with Squidward, is having a bad time right now. Almost as bad a time as you had the time we locked you between doors in a hotel room.
That was definitely a horrible time on my part.
I remember it very fondly.
I remember it too. Okay, basically, I'll explain this to you guys real quick. You know how you have a hotel room and there's a door that goes into the next door room, right? And it's like an access door. You can go next door. Well, we were on a basketball trip, and where was this? It was in Lexington, right? I think this one was in Lexington.
Yeah, it was Lexington.
Yeah, Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Kentucky Wildcats. But anyway, we went down there and played basketball for school, and for just a joking matter.
Just lounging around the room. We're three teenage boys. We get bored.
Our next door neighbor was people that were a part of our basketball team, but they weren't in the room currently. And Ethan and Austin, I agreed to it, or they wouldn't have been able to get me in there. I was just like, there's enough room to fit me in here. Lock me in here.
Because you can't open the door from the other side.
Nope.
That's the whole failsafe system with the controller died. Let's get back into it.
Our controller died.
Yeah, and just real quick delay. Boom!
And we are right back at it here. Before we cut there, we just entered Jellyfish Fields.
Yep, we're about to see what this place is all about. Looks like Squidward's already gotten himself into trouble.
Yep, stung the nose, that Band-Aid wrapping it. Clearly in some pain.
Yeah, if you hadn't noticed earlier in the cutscene, he was being chased by some jellyfish.
Yep. And we are on mission to find the king jellyfish.
Yep. We got to get some jelly to...
Look how far it is.
Yeah, that mountain range is where we are headed, people.
It is a long walk. We've had a couple failed recordings.
We'll be fine.
Early game stage, we've had some technical difficulties with our recording. We've upgraded though, and it should get better.
Yeah, guys, as we progress and the channel gets older, I think that our craft is really going to progress.
Yeah.
And, we're going to start pumping it out at a higher quality for all of you guys. First enemy down. Let's go. To explain this really quick, it's a teleport box, and that seems pretty self-explanatory. Mm-hmm. You jump in it, and, well, right now we can't because the other box has not been opened yet.
Yep. And Ethan, being the OCD person he is, I guarantee he will try to get all the shiny objects possible.
Hey,
Ooh. Taking damage.
Ain't no thing.
Kill the jellyfish. Ooh. A Krabby Patty with jellyfish jelly. That is called passion.
For real, dude.
That guy was passionate.
That's the guy you want to see in your restaurant.
He's like, I have to tell somebody.
I've got to tell someone about this.
Hey, all you people.
Hey, all you people, won't you listen to me? He's like,
he was like,
excuse me,
sir. What is that you have?
He's like, why? This is a hole, fine sir.
You see, I'm a sponge.
sponge.
He's like, no, that sandwich.
As you guys probably already heard us say, SpongeBob was a huge part of our childhood, and maybe you'll get to see just how big a part it was next time on Game
Stages.
So we'll see you then.